Hopefully you tuned in for my first video on plan review. If not, no worries. This page is all about concept. It contains a conceptual 3D image of your project and is used only for quick visual reference of your project. This plan is not part of the contract or construction plan. It simply helps our team, our subs, and you visually see what we are building. Now, your review is pretty simple here. Is this what you are expecting? Is this how you want it to look? If so, then we are good to go. If not, then ask your designer to explain things a bit more or discuss further. As we discussed prior, some of the most common issues that arise from our projects is poorly set expectations that arise from 3D renderings. You may see something in the rendering that is not in the contract or pricing. It may have been missed, excluded, etc. So our construction agreement and this sign-off disclaimer clearly states that items within this 3D rendering are not part of the contract or plans. It is merely conceptual, and it's your responsibility, along with your designer, to ensure what you see here is accounted for in these plans and contract. Many times our 3D software has images, surfaces, and things that are standard to make these renderings realistic, that are not part of our agreement. As per the prior review, just make sure you understand this PS1 page and the disclaimer on this page, as you will be required to sign off on this on the final plan set. Unique will never go back to 3D renderings to determine what should have been part of the project, so keep that in mind. You have yet again a chance to ask questions on these images and discuss concerns. With that being said, the 3D renderings don't need to be perfect, as they are not being used for construction, just concept. So if small items are off, just make sure you are aware that we are not building to this plan. Finally, it's rare that we have issues on the PS1 plan. It's just here for reference, and to ensure everyone knows the concept of what we are trying to achieve on your project. Welcome back to the MS1 page. As discussed prior, this is likely one of the most important pages on our plan set, as this is the page that our project managers and superintendents order materials from. That's right, if it's not on this page, it won't get ordered. So reviewing and understanding this page is critical. At this 90% review point, these materials should be completely filled in, as you should have had time to meet and review and select project materials in our showroom. These materials are now on this plan, along with details, descriptions, sizes, patterns, pictures, and more. It's easy to make a mistake on this plan, and likely one of the single biggest aspects of review that is missed by our clients and our design team. That is why you should spend time going through each line item on this MS1 page and ensuring it's accurate. One concern at this point comes with selecting materials that may be an upgrade. Now is the time to ensure with your sales and design representative that you have received any upgraded costs or change orders on materials that are outside of your contract allowance for standard materials. Sometimes this will be in red and say pending CO, which means pending change order. Please ensure that you take care of and finalize any and all material upgrades at this point so we can have accurate final plans that match our construction agreements and change orders. Secondly, if you have any questions or concerns, you need to ask and confirm. If you are unsure what something means or if you don't remember what you selected, reach out to your designer and just make sure. For review of this page, it's pretty simple. I start by going line by line and reading what is selected. Try to reference this page to pictures and images that you may have taken in our showroom. For each selection, we try to get an image on the right side as a quick reference to the selection or color that you have chosen with your designer. Next, pay attention to the colors, the patterns, and the sizes of the products you have chosen. Don't be afraid to say that you don't remember and that you want to see, and ensure this is what you have chosen. Go step by step through each item and ensure this is what you want, as this is what will be delivered to your job site. Next, pay special attention to any items in red. Red means that it's pending or unselected at this point. There may be several items in red at the 90% review, so this will need to be finalized before we can release to construction. Are you feeling a little bit overwhelmed? I'll be the first to admit that this is a lot of information and can get confusing, so we are here to help. The best point of contact for these plan reviews will be your designer. Please reach out to them for help and they will work alongside you to ensure these items are correct. Once you confirm that all these items are correct, you are good to go. These won't change and will reduce the chance of error in ordering materials for your project. The time you put in now to confirm will pay off huge dividends in the long run.